House Charlie Chitwood post-game after A&M-Commerce scooped up a 97-86 dub over Stonehill. Two teams at the identical spot in their transition to Division I. It was a real nice measuring stick, and your lads did pretty good tonight, Rose.
Yeah, totally different. I guess the pace of the game. Every game kind of has its own flow to it. Refs kind of dictate that. The play of the players initially kind of dictates it, and playing styles. But I just told you before we went on air, I did not expect to, give up the numbers we did defensively and still kind of have be able to kind of run the clock out there in the last 3 minutes.
60% shooting by Stonehill, and in the first half, they were giving you fits, and maybe the first 10 minutes of the second before you finally got the pull away.
Yeah, and what's been really good to us, you saw even at St. Joe's, we scored 16 points on takeaways. In the first half, we had a bunch of points, but we ended up with 34 points on takeaways and 19 turnovers. And our philosophy has been the whole time we want to shoot more shots than our opponents. So we get 9 more shots, and we shoot a great clip, great percentage. It's our box score looks good from how we want to play. Obviously, we shouldn't want to give up such a big number, but that's how the game goes. They did a nice job. They're a team that spreads you out and shoots a lot of threes. They had a nice game plan to just really, really play downhill and put pressure on the rim, and they were able to get some, score 46 points in the paint. Yeah. So they did a really nice job of knowing that we were going to extend out and pressure. We wanted to speed the game up, so we just thought we could make some more plays and make some of those shots more difficult. But, we'll take it any way we can get a win.
All right, they get the rebounding trophy, 30-19. But, Coach, you hit 17 three-pointers, 10 more than they did. That has a little bit of oomph of its own.
Yeah, and we had some plays there at the end that, we're always going to try to do and convert. We didn't convert some of them, and it made the game sloppy. But I really liked our shot selection for the most part for the entire game on both sides of the ball. I don't think we shot 1 3 off the bounce. All of them were basically assisted baskets. Maybe there was 1 or 2 that wasn't, but for the most part, they were all assisted jump shots. It's how we want to play. We needed them all to go in tonight because of how effective they were offensively against us, so it was nice to see.
Coach, we've had a number of post-game conversations where, one guy's got 5 and we're celebrating that. Well, you've got 2 guys, Evan Phelps off the bench, Tommy Lewis 5 of 6 behind the arc, and there's 10 of your 17 out of those 2 guys right there.
Yeah, no, it's impressive. Obviously, they were running the zone. They wanted to make us throw it around and kind of give us fits. At times it did, and it made some of those shots tough, but when we got in a rhythm there, I can't remember exactly what it was, but I want to say the 9, 8, 7 minute mark right there in the second half, we put together multiple possessions, and then we got multiple stops, and that really was a separator of the game.
All right, Coach, 20 assists on your 31 baskets. Is that the right ratio for you?
Absolutely. That's it. And like I said, we missed a couple there at the end that, would have got that number up to 22, 23. And that's just such a good number when you're talking about offense, playing another Division I opponent, really anybody you play. But happy to see, obviously, Dodd, I think 10 assists is the first time in probably 4 or 5 years since Willie Rooks did it,
wow.
The conference tournament, to have double-digit assists. And you've called enough games of mine. The reason it's hard to have one guy get double-digit assists because of how we play offensively. The ball moves, and there's not one guy initiating action. But in his 31 minutes, I thought he did a really nice job drawing help to the paint and just made really good decisions. And he had his teammates pay him off with knocking the shots down. All
right, a little bit of credit to Coach Chris Krause and his squad. Their plan started out pretty hot, and good grief, their shooting never seemed to cool down. 60% for the whole game. I know we've already said that, but it's a big number.
Yeah, and that and he put them on the line 24 times, so it's not like where we were able to win the game was getting 19 turnovers. Just so many points. They were playing behind. That put us on the foul line on our own. And then you take more shots and you shoot a lot of threes and you make a lot of threes. It's just, we scored 97 points. We've never scored 97 points in a D2 game. I don't think that, just the style we play. We are trying to play a little faster than we have in the past, but it makes me a little nervous at times.
All right, so we're coming up on the end of the first month of basketball season. What do you think of this squad?
it's a young. We're mixing guys with a lot of experience with really young team. I think we're 325 in Division I experience, something like that. So we've got a lot of new guys playing a lot of minutes. But going into this year, I've always felt really confident. We returned Brew, Kalen, Tommy, Dodd, and Khalik, guys that have played a lot of minutes last year in this uniform. That's 5 guys that you could start on any given night and play with. So, we're doing the mixing of both of those. And what I like about this team is different guys have stepped up throughout this early season. And so hopefully we can get guys playing more consistent, all together, and then just try to keep getting better.
How about Evan Phelps? That's a freshman for you. 23 and a half minutes he played off the bench and hit 5 threes. Coach, he played on state championship at Duncanville, so he knows some high leverage basketball. Is he play older than most freshmen?
Absolutely. He's played, but the cool thing or the neat thing as a coach watching, he's playing how we have asked him to play, right? And everybody's got a different role. At Duncanville, he was the primary initiator and had the ball in his hands, and he was the guy. Here, he's playing off the ball more with Pop and Dodd really dominating the basketball in initial action. And we're asking him to he just kept it so simple. He shot the shots that we want him to shoot, that we want our team to shoot. And then you played 23 and a half minutes, and you have 2 assists and no turnovers. I mean, that's a recipe for – took a charge there at the end. It's a recipe for
success.
Helping any team, but for him getting on the floor, but then helping us win. I mean, it's such good minutes to help us win and be successful.
All right, well, you're going to get a chance at somebody else on Sunday. Is that the Denver game, I think?
Yep, we got Denver coming in.
That'll be a little payback too, right?
We'll another
see.
team that plays a lot of offense, so hopefully we can guard a little bit better.
All right, man. Well, a great way to go into Thanksgiving, that's for sure. And you guys get a couple of days off in this break. While they came out of the blocks fast, Coach.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We'll come get training stuff, get some shots up, get a sweat going tomorrow, and then we'll take Wednesday and Thursday off, and then get back at it Friday.
All right, man. Thanks so much for coming over so soon afterwards, and tell Sarah, hey, when you get home.
I will. Go Lions.
All right, folks, go Lions indeed.